currently on our way to PATS, which is the Pet and Aquatic Trade Show in Birmingham. It's in the NEC for the first time this year. Bigger venue, so we'll see how it looks when we get in. Interesting, because every year that I go, there's a little bit more of the exotic side. I remember I went many years ago now, and I wrote about it on the website, on the blog, and I said that the exotic side needs more representation of this sort of thing. The exotic pet trade can't really expect for itself to be taken seriously in the wider picture if it isn't represented at this sort of event. Many years ago, it was just ZoomEd who were there, and ZoomEd are very proactive in this sort of thing, so it was great, but they were the only brand that was kind of any sort of exotic or anything like that at the event. Whereas now we see many more exotic brands, which is great, because people like DEFRA and the RSPCA and all those sorts of bodies are at these events. But it's also good for people who have exotic pet shops to go to these sort of things, because they tend to not go to this sort of event. So it's interesting for them to see a different side of it as well, where they can see the genuine mass production trade of this sort of thing. It's not a small trade they're in. If they open their eyes a little bit more, they can see the wider pet trade is massive. So we're gonna go get a coffee first, and then we're gonna head into PATS and see how that does, and we'll take you along with us. Something about the NEC that I find hilarious is you park a 10-minute walk away from the venue and they still charge you £19 to park. That's a lot of money. And there's like easily 1,000 cars in there. Easily 1,000 cars. That's so much money. That's so much. That's printing money at the NEC. Got to fix my collar, make myself look all presentable. In the UK at the moment, dog grooming is huge. It's like really lucrative, and things like dog perfumes are really popular. But they can serve a purpose with other taxa as well, the sort of perfumes, providing they're safe. You can use them as enrichment items. So it's something we do quite a lot in zoos, is we'll spray perfume into enclosures to kind of entice an animal to go over to a certain area, or it's a new, a novel smell or whatever. So as long as the ingredients are safe, in theory you can use it. One of my side things that I really like is perfumes for humans. We never say male or female when we talk about perfumes. We say masculine and feminine. Let's have a see or what the smell is like. Sauvage Diog. It just smells like perfume, yeah. Really generic perfume. One of the really annoying things about perfumes is that they generally don't have to say what the ingredients are. They just have to put fragrance, which is really annoying. Again, providing it's safe, I'd maybe get a vet to check it, but providing it's safe, you could use it as an enrichment item. Spray it in an enclosure and get an animal to give it a sniff. Not a fan of the male and female though. Needs to be masculine and feminine, that really.